Rachel plus 9 others of the Kikuyu community have died. Rigathi Gachagua, even if you become kingpin, you are going to be kingpin of dead people. Shame on you. People of the leader of so-called leader of the opposition, Rigathi Gachagua, has said, if you fight people of two-term, jeer them. If you fight people of two-term, don't, even the artists who are supporting two-term, don't go for their events. It is possible to actually create opportunistic attacks.
And they should stop targeting women. They think we are weak targets. Otherwise tutatoa nguo hizi town sasa kama hivyo ndio wanataka. Justice for Rachel!
My condolences and that of my family and the UD party for the loss of Rachel through these most heinous, most barbaric acts. And let me also take this opportunity to say that we are not living in normal times. We are living in extraordinary times. And I think it's incumbent upon all leaders to know that we are living in very, very delicate situation as a country. Anybody has got an opportunity to cause chaos, to incite. It's so cheap to organize a demonstration even of 50 people. It does not anybody. You don't even have to be a leader to do it. If you want to use your influence for negative reasons, it is so easy and so cheap to do that. But I just hope that leaders can realize the consequences and the weight of the influence they carry. I think it is sufficient to say that it is a democratic right of anybody to have a political opinion. Rachel's only thought was to have a tattoo of a leader of her choice. Surely, how can that be a crime? And I want to say this. Rachel is not going to be buried alone. In my county of Kiambu, 5 people died as a result of the demonstrations. 2 people died in Naivasha. Out of the 9 people who passed away during the demonstrations 2 days ago, they were all from my community. They were all for the first time, everybody who died, the I say, is from the Kikuyu community. So Rachel just adds to that particular number. And this is a message I want to pass, especially to people from my community. We have sunk this law, where human life does not matter. I observe with a lot of concern and worry that even human rights bodies, even Kenya Human Rights Commission, Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, they have not spoken on this matter. Is Rachel's life less important than that of other Kenyans? Even other women rights issues, and I want to commend Senator Mutinda for coming out here, women members of parliament. I am appalled by the low capacity for anger among our women leaders on this matter. And I want to tell them that Rachel's life matters just like that of other women. The people who are talking about femicide, it is also femicide, even if it's politically motivated. And let me say this as I wind up. Let me say this with all honesty. I will defend the right of people in the opposition to be in the opposition. To my death, I will fight for their right to be in the opposition. But equally, they need to safeguard the right of those people who are supporting government. That's the kind of democracy that we fought for. Democracy is not democracy for the opposition. Democracy is democracy for the opposition and democracy for people who are supporting government. And if action is not taken, and taken swiftly, 2007 will be a picnic, as Kuria said. We are just 1 year short of an election. Do you people want, I heard some people who could not pass by Naivasha 2 days ago say that Naivasha is the Strait of Hormuz. Githurai is the Strait of Hormuz. For example, if you are from Western Kenya and you think this is a problem for this particular region, if you cannot pass by Naivasha next year when you are going to see your loved ones, how would you feel? So let us not really parochialize and regionalize these issues. As a country, when injustice happens to one person, it needs to be a concern for all Kenyans. And I can say here that I can see with some leaders in this country, we are headed for very, very, very delicate times. And you know, the danger is, today we are going to depend on government and police to defend ourselves. Tomorrow we will defend ourselves and we will do the needful. Yes. Thank you.
My name is Leo Amudende, Member of Parliament, Mbeere North. And first, on behalf of my family, the people of Mbeere North, I extend my sincere condolences to Rachel's family and tell them that we stand with them in this difficult time and we will support them all the way. And I want to say, Kenyans, what we have witnessed with the Rachel's case is something that should not happen in Kenya, a democracy that is guarded by the Constitution and laws that we passed as a republic. To have a young woman, a mother, a sister, a wife, a daughter be treated in such inhumane manner, meet such a death, untimely and cruel, is unacceptable and should be condemned by all leaders across the political divide. We are expectant of a statement from the opposition because we know this attack was politically motivated. She came out with a tattoo of our sitting president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and she was accosted and this happened. I want to confirm that I was with the family at DCI Homicide Headquarters. The investigations are ongoing and I believe we are going to see in the next few days action being taken against whoever did this shameful and despicable act against our sister, the late Rachel. In a cold slab in here, a young woman who, a day like this last week, was full of life and expressing the support to our leader, President William Samoei Ruto. She lies here, you know. It's actually really painful. No crime at all, you know. And I want to urge members of the Fourth Estate to circulate this so that anyone who feels that they can make political statements aimed at maligning a section of the public that sees what the president is doing and supports the president, it cannot happen in the Kenya of today. Otherwise, I thank you all for coming. I thank our supporters who came in their large numbers, and we say we are going to continue this. We are going to sensitize until the opposition comes out and condemns this act, or they tell us whether they are mobilizing their supporters against us. Thank you.